Here from Man City Fan Chat. How you guys doing? Hope you are all well. Running around like a madman at the moment, but it's all good. All good. Let's just see who's online and let's find my live stream and let people know what's going down. There we go. So, what are we going to talk about tonight? Well, again, I'm sure Cobby's going to be not pleased by this, but we're going to talk about Leroy Sané. Hi, Sippo. How you doing? Hi, Phil. Are you new to the channel, Phil? If you are, welcome on board. If you are new to the channel, why don't you tell everybody where you're from, Phil, or your link to Sporting Man City, whether you're a long-time fan, recent fan, local to Manchester, somewhere else in the UK, or indeed somewhere else around the world. But whatever, Phil, you don't need to, but it's nice to have you on board. So it's really important news on Leroy Sané. I'm sure some of you read it already. So that's don't know how to take this. It's a mess. Very difficult. We'll have Cancelo update. Laporte injured. That's the news that we've got. Let's send something to Cobby. Let's get Cobby on board and let's send something to Carl. Let's get that over there. So, guys, how do you feel? This Leroy Sané just will not subside. Bernard, how are you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Clements, good to see you. Is it for Sané for 145 million? You think Bayern can afford him? No. The Bill ABC TV, hi. How you doing, mate? And seems a problem on your end. No, it's all right, mate. I was just quiet. I was just sending a message out. Oh, spilled my drink a bit. Hi, Killer Manila. Hope you guys are well. I'm just trying to catch up with a lot of information. Hey, fantastic. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. Cancelo another Isco. Well, there's an update, and it's you think it's it used to be a reputable source. Nkwazi Zumalo hates me. Nkwazi, I'm back. Is Sané really sold? No, he's not sold, Nkwazi. Where are you from, Nkwazi? Hey, Cole, how you doing, mate? Killer Manila, I don't think we'll get anybody. If Sané leaves, honestly, we've only got a few days left. Yeah. It's next Thursday is the deadline when the transfer window for purchases for us is shut. And so I don't think we'll get anybody. I think if you've seen the way Adri Banabi's been playing, and I think the guy can step up. I think Adri Banabi can step up. I'm not looking at Adri Banabi playing loads of games. I think we'll rely on 3 wingers mostly. We'll rely on, obviously, Bernardo Silva, obviously, Riyad Mahrez, and obviously, Raheem Sterling. And pick 2 out of those 3. Then when we need other players, we could use Zinchenko out there. We could use Phil Foden out there. And we could use Adri Banabi. So I don't think it's something to worry about. I'm all right, Cole. Very busy. I'll send you an email later, Cole. Might need some help, mate. Hi, Kamal. Hope you're well. Will we get Cancelo? Well, the reports are that we've reopened talks because Juventus, they want, I think part of the thing is they want the money as well. They spend a bit of money. What's this Morgan Rogers like? Bernard, I think I saw him on YouTube. Is that the guy? But really, no idea. Let's be quite honest about it. Who knows anything about him? You know, unless you go around following the youth, our academies of other clubs, and why would you? How would you know really that much about it? Hey, Steve, hope you're well. So, Nkwazi, you're from South Africa. Welcome to the channel. Big Rank, if needed, even Gabby can play there. Yeah, absolutely, Big Rank. No chance, killer. I don't think we want Zaha. For me, too old, too expensive, not good enough. Yes, C-Dog Biner said it's false, but it worries me. It smells of Liverpool with what happened with Virgil van Dijk, where they ended up getting reported by Southampton, but they still got the guy 6 months later. Steve, but you suspect one or two, and I suspect some kids. I don't think that's going to be an issue. We're going to buy probably one or two more kids. Okay, but big players, not so sure. Absolutely, Kamal Biner said the Sané talk is rubbish. Zaha, you mean? Zaha's not good enough. Abhishek, Sané won't leave for sure. We won't have any replacement time. I don't think we're going to get a replacement. I think what we've done is put the price so high that they won't be able to pay it. Spencer Mark, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Right, 5 minutes in, 6 minutes in. Let's talk about it, okay? I'll give you all the information on Sané, and then we'll talk, and I'll give you the information on Cancelo. Okay, so Sané, is he or isn't he going to leave? Okay, so I think yesterday we had Bild, the newspaper in Germany. Bild said that Bayern put an offer in. Today, I think it's Kicker magazine said the deal is done at 100 million euros, which is about, let's say, 91 million quid, 92 million quid, the way the euro's going, and the pound's shrinking in value. Now, Bayern Munich have come out. I mean, part of this deal, they said it's a 5. I mean, they're so confident of the numbers. Same way, Juventus we're going to get Pep, and this is the day he was going to leave. This is his salary. This is his contract. They said it's a 100 million euro transfer, 5-year deal. Sané was going to be getting 20 million euros a season. That's about best part of 400 grand a week. Apparently, this is what's in Kicker. Now, Bayern Munich have come out this evening and said, this is their statement. News reports made today stating that Leroy Sané has decided to join FC Bayern do not correspond to the facts. Would have been nice if FC Bayern had put out the actual facts. Now, the Daily Telegraph used to be, in my opinion, a respectable newspaper. I'm not so sure now. They said City are asking for 150 million euros, which is 137 million quid. Now, they state, it's not conjecture. They state City wrote to Bayern Munich about the concerted media campaign to unsettle Leroy Sané. Obviously, they took exception to Niko Kovac claiming that he was confident the deal was close. Niko Kovac got slapped down for that. Now, apparently, if Sané leaves, there are no intentions to replace him. I've said so before. We've got Mahrez, we've got Bernardo. Gabby can play out on the left. We've got Raheem Sterling. We've got Adrian Benabia. A push, we can use Zinchenko or Phil Foden. I don't have an issue with us not replacing. So that's my opinion on Sané. I want this to be done and dusted. I think now it's getting extremely annoying, and I'm slightly edging towards that he might go. Yeah. Why are they still at it? Why are they still at it? I just don't know. Let's go through some of your messages now. Spencer Mark, Sané's not going. You keep saying that. Don't know. Kamal says that I don't think he wants. I still think he doesn't want to leave. Sipo, he'll not continue. Tom, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. I got Steve back up all this crap from Bayern doesn't unsettle the team. Hi, Kevin Kaka. Where are you from, mate? Absolutely, Tom. Tell Sané to sign a contract leave. Tom, was it you last week that said you wanted to do some work on the channel? Give me my email. Man City chat at. That's my email, Tom. Anybody wants to get involved with the channel, please drop me an email and we'll take it from there. A lot of things going to happen in the next couple of weeks. And if you want to be part of it, if you want to help us this season, please drop me a line. Steve Black, I hope all this. Yeah, I don't think it's going to unsettle the team. Hi, Kevin Kaka, where are you from, mate? I think you're new to the channel. Sea Dog, how you doing, mate? I think all the other fan bases and media just want to unsettle City and the fans because we were so successful. Absolutely, mate. I said it for 2 years. They can't beat us on the pitch. They can't challenge us on the pitch. So they attack us for what's going off the pitch. Spencer Mac, VVD went on strike, and yet being hailed as a great guy. Absolutely, Spencer Mac. You know, it's a funny thing. If Raheem Sterling had gone on strike, the Liverpool fans would have castigated him, called him a Judas, and I'm sure they did call him that and a lot worse. But when VVD goes on strike, he's a great guy. City till I die, how you doing, mate? It's not going so bad. Tom, don't trust me. I think Mars will be better this season, Tom, so I'm not too worried about him. Chris, how you doing, Chris? Chris, can you drop me a line, mate? This is for Chris. I've been trying for 10 days now to get a Liverpool fan, either from a YouTube channel or from a Twitter account or any Liverpool fan, to meet me at Anfield to do a preview. And I could not, in 10 or 12 days, get a single Liverpool fan to do a video preview for the Community Shield at Anfield. I said I was prepared to go at 7 o'clock in the morning. I was prepared to go at 8 o'clock at night just to get an interview with somebody. Not a single person, not a dicky bird. I don't think it's because I'm an unpopular guy. People might not like me, but last season I got plenty of interviews with fans across the board. So I'm really disappointed with that. So Chris, if you want to do a video preview for the Liverpool Community Shield game, drop me a line, please, mate. I'd be really interested. So Kevin's from Kenya. You must speak Swahili, Kevin. Jambo to Kevin. Jambo to Kevin. Big up to Kevin. If Sané goes, I don't think we need a replacement, Kamal. People underestimate Pep. You know, last season we got Mahrez and that was it. That was the only person we got last season. We didn't do too bad. 98 points. Hi, football fan chat. Hope you're well. Killer last season, he was crap. Absolutely. I'm very well, mate. It's not meant to be slow mode on. I've not put slow mode on. I've not touched anything. No, GZ Graph, we will not be signing Mbappe this season because I think it would cause too much trouble for PSG, possibly next season. Especially if Sané goes, we need somebody next season. Not this season. I think we'll just aim to get by. Tom can't make it to the gaming call, but cheers, mate. Tom, drop me an email, Tom, because there's always things we can do when we want to interview City fans to get their opinion. We might do that this season where we'll get 1 or 2 City fans on after a game, interview them, get their opinion, what the game was like, you know, in the day after a game. That's an idea that we've got. Football fan chat, I will be going to Anfield, but, you know, I like to do something properly. That's the problem, football fan chat. What you'll get is, you know, during the day, how many diehard Liverpool fans will be there if there's no news? You're more likely to get tourists there. Yeah, same way you go to Etihad Station, you get tourists at Etihad Station. You know, I heard today that some tourists went to the Etihad Stadium, went to the club shop, expecting to buy their 125th anniversary kit. I mean, let's be honest. Only a tourist would go there expecting to buy that shirt today. When was it announced? Yesterday, day before? It's not been announced for very long, and it's not on sale. Yeah, it's not on sale yet. We'll be told when it's on sale. So, in my opinion, only a tourist would go there to go and buy that shirt today. You know, and it's the same at Liverpool. If you go there, it'll be just full of tourists doing club stadium tours, buying bits and pieces of merchandise, you know, taking selfies and pictures at the Shankly Gates and everything else. So that's what you'll get. So if I just turn up, you know, there's no point me bumping into a Chinese fan and talking to them when they don't know really anything about it. So we'll see. Tom, Spencer's and Mark, everybody, just send me. Email me, guys. I want to do something. You watch me back. Well, I'm going tomorrow, Spencer Matt, to say hello to my hubcaps. They've been there a couple of years. Hi, Andrew. Hope you're well. Yeah, the rumours ramping up with Sané. Look, it feels there's something going on. It feels there's something going on. Or publications like Build and Kicker are just going to make stuff up. Are they just going to make stuff up and hope? And it feels there's some smelly stuff going on behind the scenes. I can't believe they just want to make stuff up and hope for the best and hope it comes off. StreamYard's fine, football fan chat. I just can't use it for my on my phone. I cannot use StreamYard on my phone to do a live stream. I've got to do it on a laptop. Thoughts on Pepe? He'll be good for Arsenal. They've paid way too much. For me, Pepe was, and we might turn around in a season, 6 months' time or a season's time and say they got him on the cheap. My feeling is they paid double what they should have paid. He's a 30 to 40 million quid player. I think Lille have done really, really well. Football fan chat. I don't know. To be honest, my problem is now, the reason I do the videos at 9 and not a little bit earlier is because when I'm in London or when I've got my kids around, I've got to spend time with my kids. I'm a family man. And the 9 o'clock suits me because that's the time they should be going to bed. They never do, but that's the time they should be going to bed. We'll do something one day, football fan chat. I just don't know when. It's really difficult at the moment to do things properly. Kamal, do you think the Cancelo talk is reliable? Tom asked, could Angelino play left wing back? Possibly. I'm not left wing. I'm not. Possibly. He's an attacking player. Why not? Why not give him a go? You never know. Look, Gareth Bale started as a left back, and he ended up being, for the last 5 or 6 years or 10 years, one of the best left wingers going in the world. Will I use OBS? I don't know what OBS is. There's so much going on in football fan chat. I can't keep up with anything. Let's make a note. OBS. Let's see if I can look up. Just remind me what OBS is. My goal for the start of the season, realistically, get 800 subscribers. I don't think it's going to happen. I've got 758 or something like that. If I can get to 800 by the time the season starts, I'll be happy. We'll see. Zinchenko could play. Absolute sea dog. A lot of players can play left wing, especially when you've got the other players around them. Yeah, when you've got so much talent at attacking midfield with David Silva and Kevin De Bruyne, you got so much attacking talent there that you could put a weaker player out wide. Yeah, if you imagine you got Bernardo on the right, Sterling in the middle. You can put Uncle Tom Cobley on the left. If you've got someone like Kevin and David feeding them, you got too much talent there, so you could get away with a slightly weaker player. Sorry, the thing is, I've asked Redmen TV twice, got nothing. I did something with Anfield Rap last season. They're not my cup of tea. Really not my cup of tea. Well, that's my intention, football fan chat. My intention is to do a post-match review with fans. Maybe one regular, if I can work that out, and one regular and a different fan every week. I've sent them on Twitter. I'm not going to chase them, football fan chat. I've done the best I can. Depends who I'm talking to. Hi, Danny. I put comments on screen occasionally, football fan chat. Just depends what it is. Migrant Shah, not having Kevin last season made us drop only 2 points overall. This team is amazing. Hopefully Stones can step up this season and prove his critics wrong. Don't worry, football fan chat. I knew he would. That's the kind of guy he is. He wants to do it. Doesn't matter, mate. I've got 32 people watching. I'm very happy. Hit a like, guys, please. If you're watching this stream now, please hit me up a like because I want to hit 30 likes as soon as possible. What's cheeky, Kamal? A lot of what I say is cheeky. Tell me what's cheeky, mate. Are you talking about the going to the Etihad and trying to buy the 125th anniversary shirt? Come on, guys. If you really follow City, honestly, if you really follow City, who's going to do that? Who's going to do that today when it's not out? Tell me, Kamal, who's going to do it? I'm just going to throw it out there because I thought I might as well. The best and worst thing about YouTube, look, it's meeting you guys, so fan chat. You know, I've met so many great fans, whether they're City or from other teams. That's good fun. The worst thing, some of the trolls, yeah? Some of the people who come on and insult you, you can ban them, no problem, okay? And it's not a big issue because especially if they're, when we had them last season, you know, if they make fun of my ears or my eyes or my nose, not bothered, you know? End of day, not bothered. It's the ones who are insidious, the ones who are coming on with an agenda from somewhere else, yeah? The ones who have been prepped, the ones who have been primed, given some information and say, go and do some disruption. It's like when we used to get the 10 guys, as soon as the video goes live, I get one person to dislike. Then we get 10 dislikes within 5 minutes. So it's the stalkers. That's probably the worst thing about football fan, you know, and the ones who are really, really abusive, really abusive from various sources. The ones who chase me on Twitter and send me direct messages, yeah, abusive direct messages. That's the worst. I'm just messing with you guys. There's a girl down from, yeah. I'm going to talk to her again. I sent her a message, but she didn't reply. So what can you do? She was dead keen. I sent her a message a couple of days ago. No response. Hi, Cobby. Hope you're well, mate. Chris, I would love to do it, but I'm so busy tomorrow and Saturday, mate. If it wasn't so busy, I'd do it. Sorry. Don't worry, Chris. It's no problem. I don't think we'll get Kingsley Coman, and I don't think we'll replace Sami GZ Graf. Andrew, I read 135, which I'd be more comfortable with. Felix 106. Yeah, that was Telegraph was saying 137 million, which is 150 million euros. I think the quote was 150 million euros, and then they just obviously translate the price, convert it into pounds. I'll have a look, football fan chat. Maybe that's my problem, because when I tried doing a stream on my phone on StreamYard and it wouldn't work. Now I might have to see if Chrome works. I've been using Safari. I'll have a look. Arsenal were mugged off with Pepe. Absolutely mugged off. But Arsenal are desperate. But they desperately spent. They absolutely burned it. It's too expensive. They spent too much money. I said all along they needed, rather than getting Pepe, they should have spent on 2 decent quality centre-backs. Decent quality, yeah? They're spending 72 million pounds on Pepe. For that money, they could have got 2 good centre-backs. They could have got Nathan Ake, who's better than what they've got for 40 million, and somebody else for 35. They could have got Mangala. Honestly, they could have got Mangala. Nathan Ake's homegrown, for God's sake. They should have gone for Nathan Ake, 40 million quid. They could push. Okay, they could have looked at Gary Cahill, but I think he's, 33? He's too old. But there's other people out there who are half decent and available. Nathan Ake was a no-brainer for me for Arsenal. Mustafi, rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Too many players are weak at Arsenal. They should have got 2 top centre-backs. Ake is 24 years old. He could have been good for them for 7 or 8 years. He's better than what they've got now. Look at their forward line. Yes, their forward line could be awesome. Pepe, Lacazette, Ozil, yeah, and Aubameyang. But look at their defence. That's where the problem is. Skamal, I'm happy with the 9 o'clock streams. Yeah, we'll stick to that. Oh, yeah, Pepe had their trials. Well, it was Lille did it. Lille pushed it. And we'll do something. Football fan chat, when my life settles down a little bit, I'll go back to doing some early streams. Yep, Chris Arsenal defense, OBS, Open Broadcast Software. Let's have a look. Open Broadcast Software. Let's have a look at StreamYards on Chrome on phone. Okay, I've made a note. Hi, Jeremiah, I hope you're doing well. ESPN put a video actually, which FIFA 20 simulation predicts City. Honestly, Jeremiah, I'm not interested in any simulation, computer simulation. Rubbish, absolute rubbish. My prediction: City will be hard to beat. Liverpool will be hard to beat too. That's my prediction. We can meet up on Sunday, but thing is, football fan chat. I want my preview out on Saturday. I want my preview out the day before. Meeting up on the day is no problem. I can get a 2-minute interview. That's what I generally do. Meet people and get a 2 or 3 minute interview, and then we go our separate ways. Imagine Mendy on the left wing. Kamal, look, if when Mendy switched, we could have Mendy as left back and Angelino as left wing. Football fan chat, Tor is absolute cringeworthy junk. They're the guys who made up this stupid story about the grass being too long at the Etihad when we pumped Liverpool 2-1 to get us back into the title race. They're absolutely cringeworthy, some of the stuff they do. Look, I spoke to them last year, and then they had a pop at us as well afterwards. And I did a decent interview with them. Anyway, we'll see. I might give them a call. Hiya, Patrick. How you doing, mate? Patrick Andelovic. Do you think we win the Champions League this season, GZ Graphs? Everything's a possibility. I think my feeling is we are stronger than last season because we've got Kevin. We've lost Vinny, and we might lose Leroy. But I think having Kevin back is going to make a huge difference to us. Yeah, and having another season, and Bernardo playing at his level, Sterling playing at his level, Rodri coming in. You know, I'm not worried yet. I'm feeling good and confident at the moment. I think we'll challenge for everything. Whether we win or not, who knows? But I think we'll challenge, and that's what I asked for. Everybody's having a word with Patrick. I don't know what Patrick's on about. Cobby, sign us to stay unless we get rid of it. Absolutely, Cobby. I think City have brassed off. Now, it is possible that City could have done a deal at 100 million euros. It's possible just to get rid of Sané. But for all the junk that Bayern have been doing, the talk is now City want 150 million euros. So that's interesting. That, you know, I think City just annoyed. Let's see if Bayern come up with the money. Look, Andy Butler, I think you're new to the channel. Nice to have you on, Andy. Look, Foden's played out as left wing back. He's played out as wing as well. So I think he can definitely do it. C-Dog, I hope these ridiculous stories stop soon about Sané. Yeah, it's just annoying. Abdi Hakim Mahmoud, when Cancelo. We don't know Abdi Hakim. I'll do the Cancelo story now then. So it's been, again, in the Telegraph, they said City have re-entered talks. They've restarted talks with Juventus for the transfer of João Felix, because Juventus reluctantly have said, okay, we'll talk about taking Danilo to the way. Now, the Telegraph are talking about this story as fact. They don't say a source said this. No, they're talking about this as fact. Okay, they say Danilo wants to start more games. He's only started 22 league games in 2 seasons at City. He's also been injured a lot as well. Originally, Juventus they initially wanted a straight £55 million deal, or about 60 million euros. In June, City offered cash plus Danilo, and Juventus said no. Now, my feeling is it may be that Juventus need to sell somebody. Yeah. And with the Premier League not being able to buy after next Thursday, they're worried that somebody will want to sell at an overinflated price, like Cancelo, might not be able to go. If he doesn't come to the Premier League, where's he going to go? You can send him somewhere else. They might only get 40 million euros for him. Okay, so that might be what's brought them back to the table, and maybe they'll take Danilo and give us Cancelo. We'll see. Mangala Sunday. Hey, Spencer Mark, that heard it first. Why not? Why not Mangala? Because if Laporte's injured, and that's a rumor, is that Laporte was injured in training. Apparently, got a knock. We don't know if he's still not going to be fit for Sunday, and we don't know if he's going to be fit for West Ham. So who do you play at centre back? Mangala, Danilo, Otamendi, Dino, Garcia, Taylor Howard-Bellis. It's a really tough call because Otamendi's, wouldn't have expected to play on Sunday. Dino wouldn't have expected to play on Sunday. Garcia's just come back from the under-19 championships. Taylor Howard-Bellis is only 17 years old. Who's left? Danilo, or Mangala. But Mangala's not been playing football, so why would you put Mangala in? My feeling would be, honestly, you'd either, if Laporte's out and you don't want to risk Otamendi, you play Danilo. You play Danilo or Taylor Howard-Bellis. Why not? Throw the kid in, see what you can do. We're not going to sign Maguire, Abdi Hakim Mahmoud because the price is too high and we're refusing to pay it. Vidya, will Otamendi fit? I don't think we're going to risk Otamendi. It would be silly to risk Otamendi with Laporte being injured because Otamendi's just been, he needs his rest. Yes, he's in training, but I think it's too soon. And if Otamendi had an injury and we go to the West Ham game without Otamendi and Laporte, that's too risky. Hi, Rahul. Hope you're really well, mate. Hope you're really well. Chris Arsenal, like us a couple of years ago. Great attack. Poor defence. They need, look, even if they'd spent 60 million quid on a top defender from somewhere, go and get Bonucci. Pay 40 million for Bonucci. You could have had Aki and Bonucci for the price they paid for Pepe. It doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, I don't think, Bernard, I don't think Otamendi will play. It's too risky. Thomas Castling, do you think we need another centre-back in case Laporte gets in? No, it's only a knock. It's, we're talking now that is he out for one game or is he out for 2 games? It's not. It's apparently not serious. Yep. Steve Black, Pochettino Levy, logheads. It's an issue. Poch just come out and said I should be classified as a coach, head coach, not a manager, because he's only dealing with coaching now. He's not involved with transfers and contracts and whatever. So he's not happy. Not happy at all. I mean, this could be, people say, look, people are not expecting Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to last till Christmas, let alone the rest of the season. There could be an opening this season for Poch to go to Man United. And at Real Madrid, they're doing really, really bad. So who's to say, with the way they are very gung-ho with firing people, that they don't get rid of Zidane this season and Poch can go there. So Poch is already laying the groundwork to argue and fight with leaving and have an excuse to leave. The fans love him, so they support him. You have to have a look at the right times and champ. Absolutely, Andrew. Cup competition. Look, Liverpool lost 4 out of 13 games to win the Champions League. Yeah. Now that's 1/3 of the 30% of the games Liverpool lost. Now, if you lose 30% of the Premier League games, can you win the league these days? So if you're going to lose, there's 38 league games. If you lose 30%, well, 10% is 3.8. So if you lose 11 games, will you win with the Premier League? No chance. But Liverpool won the Champions League after losing 30% of the games. I rest my case. Kamal, I don't think we need another centre-back. I think we're going to go with what we've got. Taylor Howard-Bellis, Eric Garcia, Danilo if he stays, Fernandinho. There's 4 players there. Yeah, plus the 3 we've already got. I think we're going to be all right. Tom, if we get Cancelo, will Walker be happy with second fiddle? He won't be second fiddle. I think Walker will start as first fiddle, and then it's up to each of those players to fight for that spot. Walker can do centre-back as well, Steve. I don't want him at centre-back because I think he switches off too much and he's not fully au fait with the position. I certainly don't want Alves, GZ Graph. We won't get Alves if Danilo stays. If Danilo goes to Juventus and Cancelo comes in the other way, fine. All these people who've been saying we might get Alves, yeah, we have to let someone go because we've got no non-homegrown spots left. Danilo would have to leave for us to free up a spot. I can't see that happening. I don't think we're a lucky team, Bernard. We've had some luck, or we've made our own luck. Thomas says, do you think we need another centre-back? I don't think so, mate. Absolutely not. Hit that like button, guys. I had 43 a minute ago. Alves is only, 36? He's not past it yet, but he's not the future. Steve, lick my bald head. I'll rub it for you. Lick my bald head. Thank you very much, Bernard. You're a star. Vidya, should we sell Cancelo for 400? No. They want 55 million quid. They want 60 million euros, okay? Danilo, to me, is still worth 30 million euros. So if we were to buy Cancelo, give them Danilo and 20 to 25 million quid. That's it. Chris, I agree, but Europe are not going to do that. Obviously, in England, we've done that. But it leaves us at a disadvantage if a player kicks up a stink at the last minute because we can't buy. Hi, Davey Mac. How you doing? Well, I hope you're well. Davey, just give us a quick bio. Where you're from, how long you support City, or if you support somebody else. Davey asks, if Cancelo is any good, why are Juventus looking to offload him? Exactly. If you're offloading a player for 60 million quid, if he's your first choice starter, why would you do that? Or 60 million euros? That's a lot of money. You obviously value him highly. So why would you get rid of one of your better players? The rumour was that he doesn't fit into Sarri's system, which is why Sarri's happy to let him go. While Steve back says Fernandinho, but Fernandinho was in Brazil. He was playing for Brazil in the Copa, or he was with the squad. So why would he? I don't understand that. If you're not going to play Otamendi, why would you play Fernandinho? I don't understand it. That's what I'm thinking, Andrew. I think Danilo's a shout for me. Vijay says if Sané leaves, there will be enough time. Well, window closes on Thursday for us. The buying window closes on Thursday. The selling window keeps on going because Europe can still buy. I don't think the South Americans will play Bernard. I totally agree. The wrong potato, maybe Fernandinho at centre back if he's available. I don't think so. He didn't get many minutes, but you're there. You're training. You're not switching off. And football, a lot of football is mental as well as physical. So if you're not switching off, you're training all the time. You're mentally focused. You go into team meetings and talking tactics and stuff. You're still involved. Gertiak saying, what's your thought on Dybala? Not interested, honestly. He's not coming to City. Wherever he goes, good luck to the kid. Andrew, I know it's boring now that Maguire debate, but I think we should go back for him. No, I don't think so, Andrew. Look, Leicester asking for 80 million. I don't think we want to pay more than 60. Okay? Now, Maguire would like to come to City. Now, unless he kicks up a stink, I don't think it's going to happen. Look, Spencer Mack, I think Maguire will go to Man United, or Man United will, at the last minute, put a big bid in because Eric Bailly is supposed to be injured for 5 months. Okay, now if he's injured for 5 months, Man United needs somebody else. When Bailly was fit, United were offering 70 million for Harry Maguire. Leicester, no. United are desperate, even more so now. United are desperate because of the Bailly injury. I think United will go to 80, 85 million to get Harry Maguire. And at that price, Leicester will say, thank you very much. Yes, Steve, look, I think Oli and Zidane are already under intense scrutiny. So those jobs are going to be open again. It could well be both of them are open this season. Andrew, the Liverpool games and Champions League, yeah, me annoyed as well. I always said, was it Stones who got a nudge for their second goal? Was that the 4-3 when we lost 4-3 in the league? Stones have got a nudge. But yeah, definitely, we should have had more. There was a lot going on, Andrew. A lot going on, really against us. But hey, that's 2 years ago. Let's move on. Jacob, we should sell Sané and bring in Goretzka as part of the deal. I'm not so keen. Goretzka has been dissing us as well, so I'm not happy about that. Eric Garcia on Sunday. I'm not so sure, Kamal. Eric needs a bit of a rest because he played with under-19s Euros with Spain, and I think he needs at least a week or two off. Max Boas, Man United lose out on Bruno Fernandes, United Spurs, Mark Goldbridge having a meltdown. And I've got to ask you, Max, why do you watch Mark Goldbridge? If you want good, insightful comment and debate, why do you watch Mark Goldbridge? Apparently, he's a Nottingham Forest fan. Oh, that's where he started his life. Big Grant, who's Juventus? I have no idea. I don't really look at Juventus. I'm honest with you. I'll be honest, mate. I might have heard of him, but I'm not really going to look at them. Sarri might play 3 at the back. Who knows? Xidog, Eric Garcia could play, but look, he's had no rest. He's had no rest. So we'll see. Mario Balotelli is a Buddhist. Didn't know that video. Mario Balotelli could be all sorts of things. We just don't know. Absolute Sea-Dog. Winning the Euros is exhausting. He only finished last weekend, I think. Was it last weekend? It's too risky. Who's the right back at Norwich, Spencer Mark? His name doesn't ring a bell. Steve Black, for several reasons, if Otamendi gets a knock or not, fit for the new, always fit and saves. Yeah, but Steve, I think we're going to play We've got to play Danilo if he's still here, which he should be. Max Boss, I was answering on Tuesday and talked to a couple of Bayern employees during the ID Cup. They seem very confident they'll get Sané. I hate that cocky German attitude up. I hope we keep him, Max. You're a Spurs fan, I guess, then. I really hope we keep him to cock a snoot at the Bayern. For all they've done, all this open public tapping up from 5 or 6 of their players like Goretzka, like Mario, that Kimmich kid, like Manuel Neuer, like Lewandowski, like Karl-Heinz Rummenigge saying something like that, convicted criminal Uli Hoeneß, who's their president, like Niko Kovac, the manager, saying stuff. Everybody, for all that junk, I hope we just cock a snoot and say we're not going to sell him or put him up for 150. You pay, you can have him. 150 million euros. I'm happy for him to go. Hi, Abdallah Alamami. I'm very well, mate. I'm really good. We need a world-class in back next to Laporte, Ottoman and John Stones. I'm not going to. But Abdallah, we got 98 points last season, mate. 98 points playing. John Stones played 39 games out of 61 last season. Emerick Laporte played 41 out of 61. Ottoman played about 28, and Company played 27. Eric Garcia played 4. Philip Sandel played 2. So we did that last season with Stones playing a lot of games. Okay, he went off the boil after he got injured, but I still think that's we can go with what we've got. I don't know, Andrew. He could be, but not at 80 million quid. We're not going to do it. Spencer Matt calling him a lump. Bernard, I agree. I don't think Bayern are going to bully us. We will let Sané go if we think he's just not going to deliver for us. If we think it's just best to get rid of a sullen guy who's going to sulk and pull a face, we might just get rid of him for that. Absolutely, Kamal. But are his meltdowns, or are they just a good act so that people enjoy it and he makes money? Who knows? Vidya, should we sign Cahill? I actually said that a couple of weeks ago. I'm not sure he's a leader we need, but he's 33. But the problem with Cahill is why he wants to leave Chelsea is because he's not playing. So why would he come to City and say you're going to be 4th choice? And I actually think getting Cahill will stunt the opportunities for Eric Garcia and possibly Taylor Howard-Bellis. I don't think that's a good option to us. A good player like Nathan Ake, yes, I can see that being beneficial. But no, not Cahill. Wrong potato. Do you think Michael Richards? No, I don't. He's not been at the club long enough. He was there 10 years, but he played 179 games. So I don't think he comes into that status, that legendary kind of status that needs a testimonial. That's my personal opinion. Joe Hart didn't get one. Okay, he's not hung up his boots, but he won't get one when he does hang up his boots. Max Aarons, yeah, that's his name. I've heard of him, but look, he's at Norwich. Norwich don't want to go. They want to stay up. They don't want to go down, so can't see that happening. If you haven't liked the video, guys, come on, guys, hit that like button. Vidya, Danilo's worth more than 15 to 20 million, Vidya. More than that. I think we paid 23 or 26. Look at his last 4 seasons. Champions League with Real Madrid, Champions League with Real Madrid, Premier League with City, Premier League with City, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Community Shield. He's so versatile, left back, right back, centre back, defensive midfielder. He's a cracking player, and 20 million is selling him cheap. Yep, Sea-Dog, whoever Pep picks, I'm backing him. Andrew. Hopefully I'm right, Abdullah, hopefully. But what do I know? Absolutely, Kamal, I'd rather have Mangali. At least he's been with the team. I don't think Arsenal get Cahill, Steve, but they need better defenders. The thing is, Vidya, Cancelo is supposed to be bombing it on the right wing, overlapping and everything else. That's why I think he can fit in City system, because that's what Walker does. So Dave is in Northern Ireland, City spots since 70, been going to a game since 82. Good on you, Davey. Good on you. I went to the Fulham game last season away, and I met a lot of boys from Belfast. I got a few of them on video, and I've spoken to a few. Yeah, lovely guys. But I don't know how they were waiting for a taxi. There was no way you're going to get a taxi outside the Fulham game. The Fulham ground at full time. There's no chance, guys. They restrict the traffic anyway. There's no way you're going to get anywhere. So I don't know why they did that. Migrant says, De Sciglio is Juventus other right back. Just checked. I'd never heard of him, honestly. Nobody fits into Sarri's system, says Spencer the Mark. We've got Guardiola, absolute Sea-Dog. I trust in Pep. James Hennessy, MB. I am used. Hey, nice to have you on board, James. It's nice to give you a bit of bio, James. Where you from, mate? Are you been supporting City a long time? You're more than welcome from wherever you are in the world or however long you've been supporting City. You're a fan. That's all that matters to us. Sing it out loud. Well, I'm going to get some people to sing some songs tomorrow. Spencer's about when Ella Kim steps into the pitch on Sunday, you're all going to pay you on the back? Pat you on the back. Spencer's a mark. If Ella Kim Mangala steps out onto that pitch on Sunday to start the game, I'll give you 20 shout-outs in my next video. There you go. Big Gob Colonel. I think maybe, guys, I can only guess that some people liked it and then are going to dislike it later. Hey, who cares? If you're so that way inclined, good on you. Anderson James. Hi, Anderson James. Nice to have you on board. Where are you from, mate? Nice. If you're new, guys, a little bit of bio would be nice. Kamal, do I walk as a horrible attacker as a fullback? Yeah. No, he's got the pace, and that's what we like. But hey, he put a great crossing against Yokohama for David Silva. Brilliant cross. Yeah. So maybe he's learning. James Hennessy, no worries, mate. You and my friend Fulham for Fulham in the Carabao Cup versus Fulham. Was that from Fulham Fan TV or something, James? Can't remember now. We had 61 games last season. I interviewed hundreds of fans, so I can't remember everybody. Sorry, mate. But if it's a City fan I interviewed, I remember interviewing a few after the game. A few legless fans. Andrew's pushing the boats that you'll buy season ticket for Spencer's and Mark. Yeah, Sea-Dog, very silly for the kid. He'll learn the hard way. Let's have a quick look on, see how many people are on. Don't read my messages, guys. 32 likes, and Steve Black is our latest member. Crystal Lee, score prediction, 3-1 City. No chance, video. We are not going to play Rodri at centre back. No way. Absolutely no way. I'll say that now. Sea-Dog, it's embarrassing. You just go to your dream club and then mock about a national icon, in my opinion. He's 16 years old. He's got time to learn. You know, when we were 16, we all made mistakes, mate. Absolutely, come on. Mangala never went on tour, so why would he play? He's not ready. We've got people like Danilo who went on tour. We've got people like Eric Garcia who didn't go on tour, but he still played a good standard of football. We've got Taylor Howard-Bellis who played a couple of games on tour. Yeah, 2.5. Or he played one game, I think, almost all the way to the end or all the way through one match. So why wouldn't we try to chance him? You know, but Pep wants to win. Spencer the Mark, yes. If you like Mangala, you're the only one. You're already a sub, Steve Black. It just came up. You're the last one who subbed. So sometimes it gives me a notification of recent subs. So that's why I just give you a shout out. If you're the last one who subs, it tells me a few times. What's done is done, David. We just move on, mate. Move on. But I'd really like my camera back, and I'd like it working. I've got to reiterate that I would really like my 4K Sony video camera back. That cost me £600 or £700. I'd like that back with my Yeti microphone and a few other bits and pieces. But hey, if you're so rich that you don't have to bother, if you're so dishonest, anyway, move on. Video Mangala didn't play pre-season because we've got 17 non-homegrown players, and we all thought Mangala would be sold. He wouldn't be part of the squad. Now, unless Laporte was seriously injured for a long time, Mangala's a gone. You know, that's what you'd expect. Because if you can't, the only worst thing that would happen is we keep him, but he can't be in the squad because we're already full. That'd be daft. Let's go back to StreamYards, guy. Yeah, Andrew Magala's got no future at City. Bernard, not the camera. Mate, Bernard, it cost me £600-700, man. I want it back. I want it back. Would be nice, you know. What? Look, let's be honest, okay? Whatever has gone under the bridge has gone under the bridge. Yeah, let it go. Well, give me my camera back, man. Are you so dishonest? Are you so discredit worthy that you can't be man enough to give me my camera back? I don't want to go on about it, but I'm going to go on about it. You can't be man enough to give me my camera back. It is ridiculous, Bernard. You know, you can't give me my camera back in full working order. You can't give me my microphone back. You're full of BS. No. Anyway, let's move on. Bernard's always pouting out loud. Let's get this right. Andrew, I will eventually. I will. I let him off. I'm just going to say briefly. I didn't write him anything when he was in Myanmar. I thought he's there. I'll leave him. There's no point because he's not going to respond. But I will take it further. If you're not going to give somebody else the stuff back, there's no point. No point. Let's not go there. Let's move on. We've had the pop. The camera never lies. Absolutely, Steve. Absolutely, mate. Wow. Let's have a quick look at. GM putting out videos there. The Real Football Fan Chat putting out videos all the time. The guy never rests. Puts out more videos than me. I think I'm going to do the podcast that we're going to do tonight has been put off. So I think it's going to be done tomorrow. Massive day tomorrow. Massive day. It's just massive day. Yeah, so put a message up. So there we go. Come on, guys. Let's keep blasting. 40 people. Come on, I need 40 likes. Nah. Someone said Manu Garcia. I've moved on, guys. Bernard, I've moved on. Who's modelling days, Steve? I think Alex Garcia will go on loan. Video. That's what my opinion is. Alex Garcia will go on loan. If you look at I can't see him being here. There's no point in him being here. I think he'll go on loan or be sold. That's my opinion. Yeah, Andrew, let's go back to being positive. Oh, Andrew, we got tons of, look, I'm going to be honest with you guys, okay? I'm up to here with work, okay? Obviously, I've got young kids, 10 and 11 years old. I've got a wonderful wife who's very supportive. I've got to spend time with them. But we've got the women's team. We're going to make a commitment, yeah? We've got one person who's, you've already seen Jenny in an interview. I've got three other people who want to do bits and pieces. That's going to be exciting. I've got somebody who wants to do maybe some EDS stuff. That's going to be fantastic to do some EDS. I think that's important. We're going to do some disability football. We're going to do some walking football. And we're going to do the men's team as much as we can. If it's got the name City on the shirt, we're interested. We want to get involved. Do as much as we can. And we'll see what happens. Hey, guys, you've got to reach for the stars. Aim for the stars, yeah? We might not make it to the stars, but we'll do our best, So people, look, I know what's going to happen is if things don't work out, if we're not quickly out there with certain, after games or whatever, or if we miss games, people are going to get on our case. You know what? We don't worry. We move forwards because we're not doing it for the people who want to criticize me or the channel or the people who are working on the channel, the volunteers. They want to make fun of what they look like or what they sound like or whatever. I don't care. Honestly, I don't care because the people who are working on the channel are fans. The people who want to criticize, that's their problem. If you don't like what we're doing, don't come. Don't come on, yeah? So we'll do it for us and we'll do it for what we want to do it for. We'll be fine. Kamal Championship starts tomorrow. Look, Andrew, I've had 43 people on tonight, which is the most for ages. Yeah, Bernard, there were 120. We'll talk cricket now. At last, some cricket. There were 122 for 8, and then they finished with, what was it, 284 or something? That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I just knew it. Once that Peter Siddle started batting and getting a few runs, you knew England were going to let it go. They didn't have Jimmy Anderson, obviously. That hurt them. Really hurt them not to have Jimmy Anderson. And also, I think sometimes you can get into that feeling, oh, yeah, we're going to get them out soon. We're going to get them out. And you go through the motions, and suddenly you don't get them out, and bang, massive score now. That is 284, whatever it is a massive score for this pitch. When I heard Michael Vaughan saying 150 to 180, he said 180 to 200 was a good score. Bit of a worry. My worst City game that I went to, can't think. I went to a lot of City games around in the 90s. So I couldn't pick one. Oh, Bernard, please. Who asked this question? Let me just go back up. Vidya, you're very close to being timed out, mate. Because now you're bringing up bad memories, losing to Stockport, losing to, or was it a game we lost to Oldham or something? That Luton game, that's probably the only time I wanted to cry at City football that I can remember. That really upset me, that Luton game. Bernard fighting from his modelling days. 10 minutes later, Steve, I get it. Oh, yeah, some of those. Oh, Spencer Mark, VAR going to be interesting. New rules, VAR. We're expecting a lot more penalties. Absolutely, Bernard. I used to live in Guildford, late 80s, early 90s. I'm following City. I tell you what, guys, it was expensive. And I hardly ever saw a score. It's terrible. Exactly, Andrew. Let's keep it positive. Hey, Bernard, my rant's over. I do rant for the blue. They always wind me up and let me go. I'm chilled, Spencer. Look, guys, I've got to be honest. I'm using I'm using Mac video. I've had a great day, guys. Yeah, I'll tell you quickly because we've been on for an hour. My day. I went for a run this morning. Yeah, 7 kilometers. I went to Huddersfield Town. I did some work with Huddersfield Town today, some charity work, some voluntary work with. I was supposed to do 4 hours. I did 5 hours. I mean, I just do as much as I can. I was enjoying myself over in Huddersfield today. So basically, that was all day. Came back. I went to Manchester. Got my head smoothly done, and I went to see my mum. This evening. And so I've had a good day. I've had a really decent day. And fingers crossed, I'm going to do it again tomorrow. I keep harping on about the problems with my ankles, but fingers crossed, I'm going to run a big day tomorrow. I'm aiming for to run at least 10K in the morning, probably about 11, 12K in the morning. That's going to be a good run if I can manage that. Doesn't matter, Spencer the Mark. Move on. Move on, guys. Move on. We've moved on. The rant's gone. At least women finally want to. Which women? Bernard, I don't know what you're talking about. No idea, Andrew, about the VAR meeting. But oh, come on, man! Losing to Mansfield and Otto Johnson, Wilt Carabao, Lucas. Yeah. Oh man, how many did we have that day? Was it about 3,000 and not much else? Guys, come on! You're depressing me. Losing to Chesterfield, losing to Wigan. Oh, that Wigan game was a bad one. That Wigan FA Cup final. That was horrible, Spencer Mark. It was a horrible day. I didn't want to cry, but you knew something was up. That was tough. That losing that to FA Cup final. I was there. It chucked it down. We got soaked. I went the wrong way. I thought I wouldn't go to one of the Wembley tubes. I thought I'd go. The massive crowds and queues. I thought I'd try and avoid them. I went the wrong way. I ended up walking to Neasden in the rain. I was really wet through. That was tough. Yeah, women's cricket not bothered, Bernard. The women's are rubbish. Yeah, I remember that Steve Black. We were 5-1 down the full Members' Cup. Ended up losing 5-4. That's it, Bernard. It was 3K and just a few. Yeah, it would have been. Was it depressing to lose to Wolves in '74? It was sad, but not depressing. That was about the time I started supporting City, 73, 74. Yep, I've got my season card. I'm going to wait to open it with my kids because they've got theirs. Lovely to get the season cards. We've had season cards for a few years now. I think I started off in the Colin Bell stand. I was chatting to somebody yesterday. I was saying I started in the Colin Bell stand, but we were living in France as well. And at one point, I went to go out 6 or 8 games in a season, and I just thought to myself, it's expensive that. And then they put the prices up quite steeply. So I thought I can't justify going to, even if I went to 8 games, it was going to cost me about nearly 80 to 100 quid a game. Excuse me. And I just thought that was way too much. So I moved to the family stand with my kid. And then after one season in the family stand, I thought, this is crap. Right? It was not the atmosphere I wanted. So I moved to the side stand on the second tier with my lad. And then a couple of seasons ago, my other lad, I was getting him a season card and I couldn't get 3 seats together. The only place I think I could get 3 seats together was in the third tier of the side stand. I didn't really want to go that high. But to be honest, it's great view. Yeah, sometimes you can't tell which player is which, but the tactics you can work out, it's really good. City till I die, I just ordered the away kit with Bernardo on the back with Champions badge. Well, my kit is still in the bag, so you might see that on Sunday. Hopefully, I'll get that out on Sunday if it fits. John Bond did a great job, but didn't deserve. Yeah, John Bond worked hard. I think he was very unlucky there, Spencer Mike. You got yours on Tuesday, Chris. Great. I got mine. Yeah, I had to go to pick mine up from the post office on Wednesday. Absolutely, Bernard. Absolutely. You knew it wasn't going to be your day. I'm not going to tell you, Kamal. Kamal's asking which kit. I'm not going to tell you which kit I bought. You'll see that on Sunday. You'll see it on Sunday. Yeah, Bernard, Steve, yes, Hoddle's free kick was the nothing free kick. We were going to win that. Come on, we were going to win that. They weren't going to beat, as someone said, they weren't going to beat Joe Corrigan. Sea Dog's only game at the Etta was Leicester when they won the Premier League. Oh, no. Yeah, that was a terrible game. That was a terrible game, Sea Dog. Luke Cage, how you doing, Luke? Can't remember you been on before. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Luke Cage says, I was gutted I had to go back to school in London in front of, we still didn't win. I remember when that Luton Town, who sent City down? Luton Town, Luton Town. Everybody at school sung that. My brothers and my sister sung that to me. It really annoyed me for years. I'm not sure if Spencer Mackey, Steve McKenzie was the best goal of the final. I mean, Ricky Villa did score a decent goal, give him his due. Sea Dog, yeah. Miserable in the rain. That's it, Andrew. I said let's move on to good memories. Jeremiah, what about the disability representative vote? Please explain if any idea. What do you mean, Jeremiah? The disability representative vote, there's probably 2 people, and you just vote for the guy you want for the City Matters. Funny thing with that was I wanted to apply as a City Matters rep for the disability group because, I didn't think you needed to be part of a group to be able to represent them, as long as you got a good understanding and a good motivation behind you. And I have got good motivation because I work a lot with disability groups for adults. I work a lot with special needs kids. That was the event I did today, hundreds of them there. And I love it and I enjoy it. And I will fight their corner more than I'll fight my own. And I've got issues with, family members who have got some disabilities. So I thought but they actually said you need to be disabled to get anywhere. So they don't really say that for other groups, to be on the City Matters for other groups. I don't remember them ever saying that, which I think is wrong. Yeah, Bernard, we should have won. We should have won. Absolutely, Steve Black. He should have been hammered down much, much earlier. Kamal, I don't have a deep hate. It was just that moment where Antic scored and you had Pleat running on the pitch. We were upset. Luton is the hometown of Mr. DT. It just goes on and on and on. Nick Owen is involved with Luton. Nothing really against Nick Owen, but he's a bit wet. Absolutely, Bernard. Villa and Ardies were cack, and then they brought their A game for the replay. Cockneys. Luke Cage, I was at Wembley for the semi-final this year. At half-time, I went to the bar and saw photos of Ricky Reedus. Yeah, mate, that's not good to see. I haven't seen the short documents on New York. I've got my... Where is it? I was going to show it. Hey, got my Fire Stick. Still in its box. I had time to open it. I've not even put telly on since I've been here. I've been here since Tuesday night. Too busy. Got no time to watch telly. But I'll get the app in a few days. But when I get back to London after the Community Shield, maybe early next week, I'll get it up. Yeah, Kamal, it's near Luton Town's near you. Why aren't you supporting Luton, mate? Robbie comes from... Yeah, look, I didn't know Robbie comes from Luton as well, but Mr. DT, I mean, they should be supporting Luton Town, but they're supporting Arsenal. Plastics, aren't they? Spencer Mark, Dennis Stewart overhead kick and the sign of those Geordies was amazing. 100,000 fans. Dennis Stewart overhead kick. Still, watch it to this day. Thing is, Andrew, I don't watch much TV anymore. I really don't watch. My kids watch cartoons and stuff. I don't watch it, but I spent whatever, 30 or 40 quid, whatever, on this just so I can watch the City TV app. You're a cad. You're a wag, Steve Black. Cameron Dempsey, hey, Cameron, how you doing, mate? Cameron was born just in time for Gillingham. See, Doug, I would love to get a 120 kit. They look awesome. Well, you're going to get the these 1,894 limited edition shirts, and then they're going to be on general sale as well. Now it's going to be interesting because the limited edition, the one we've seen, has no sponsorship. It'll be interesting to see whether the new one. So you got the limited edition. Well, I'm assuming they're going to come with that sponsorship, and then you've got ones available for men, women, and children. It'd be interesting to see whether they've got sponsorship on or not. But it's a sneaky way to get 4 kits through, isn't it, guys? Really? I mean, why couldn't we have had this shirt as our home kit this season with the 125th anniversary? Why couldn't we have done that as our home kit? I think that would have been much better. And we wouldn't have had 4 kits. Now you're going to have 4 kits. The best kit is this anniversary kit. Should have been our home kit. Kamal, I'll watch it. City documentary. I haven't got time. Honestly, I haven't got time at the moment. Let me get some time. Look, I come up here on Tuesday. Tuesday night, I went to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning. I was up at 5 o'clock. Last night I went to bed after 1 and I was up at 6. So I haven't got time, guys. You know, I went to bed about 1:30. I'm knackered. So this is going to affect a lot of things. Being overtired makes you a bit more grumpy. So it makes me more likely to rant a little bit. Yeah, Dog. There's other ones. It's on the. I saw it on the City, my iPhone app when it came up that this kit was coming out. So I think it was on there. I went to have a look or on the City official website, and it said 1894 are going to be the limited edition, and then there's going to be others available for men, women, and children. Sorry, mate. Spencer the Mark. That's a cracker. It's a cracker, that. It's a cracker. Absolutely cracker, Spencer. I'm not going to repeat it, but you guys can read it. An absolutely cracker. Cracker. I bought one of those red and black shirts about, I can't remember when it was. I mean, the thing is, I was in the City shop yesterday, and and I bought my shirt. And I looked at the retro kits. Now, in the past, I've got 2 from the 1976 League Cup final. Oh, sorry, I've got 2 from there. I had the 1969 FA Cup final. I had the red and black one. I had 1 or 2 others. I give most of them away. The red and black one I give away. I kept the 2 FA Cup final ones from '69 that I had, because I had a medium and a large, because the medium was too tight, and I just put on weight. What can I do? So I had to get the large, and even that's too tight now. So I give them a lot of them away to charity, and I went there and I looked at them today. The quality isn't good enough. They're replicas from Score Draw, and the quality for me isn't. I will probably buy another 1 or 2 shirts because I love those shirts. I love the style, but I would much prefer that City did it more in-house. And it might be that they've got a deal with Score Draw in perpetuity. That's like until the end of time that they will do these. And it could be a deal that was signed 20 years ago that Score Draw would put out these shirts, and City, it's a forever deal. But I would love them to have better quality. Now, if they put better quality shirts out and put the price up to 40 quid, I'd buy them. No problem. Some of those iconic kits, I'd buy them. Like the 99 kit, I'd buy that for 40 quid if it was good quality. Now, Bernard, I'm not going to bed yet. I've got a little bit of work to do tonight. Got to get up at 6. Got a busy day. I've got at least 2 interviews lined up for tomorrow. Mike, you're online, Mike. Nice to see you, Mike. Yeah, I've got a lot of interviews today. More grumpy. Bernard, you haven't seen me grumpy, mate. Is the cost? No, we don't know the cost of the kits, Kamal. All we know that they will be there. I can't see them being any cheaper than. I can see the limited edition being 100 quid plus, and I can see the other ones being about 70 quid. I'm always tired, Steve. I'm always tired. I can't sleep properly. It's just an issue I've got. I'm always tired, mate. But I'm always keep going. You should have seen me today, guys. I'm out in this field making bubbles, and I made them for about 4 hours, almost non-stop. I only stopped when they had some belly dancers on the stage. So I went to watch the belly dancing, and I stopped for about 3 minutes to eat a butty that they give you a goodie bag with water and a butty and biscuits and a pack of crisps. So I stopped to have them. But apart from that, I just got going, and it was so hot. I was absolutely soaking wet with perspiration. My hat today, I took my hat off, and you could see it's absolutely soaked. So, but you keep going, mate, because it's honestly so much fun. When you're having fun, they had music going on. I'm dancing, I'm making bubbles with the kids. You're doing interactive stuff with them. It's just a great, great time. So I'd rather be tired having fun than not tired and not having fun. Hi, Mike. You're late to the party, man. We've been on for 1 hour and 15. It's been good fun. Wow, Steve, some Villa fan give you a City scarf. Lucky you. Bernadette, trust me, mate, I'm not grumpy. I'm in a good mood, mate. Honestly, I'm in a good mood. David James is on Strictly. Didn't know that. I thought he was on. Is he on Strictly? I thought he was going to be on I'm a Celebrity. See, Dog, your first shirt with ability. My first City shirt with a name on was Michael Richards, and subsequently I've had Samir Nasri, David Silva last season, and the season before I had Sergio Aguero. I'm sure I got another. I can't remember. Honestly, can't remember. Right. Huddersfield was all right today. Huddersfield was all right. So I'm going to give you quickly a summary of the news. Sané, it was reported yesterday by Bild that Bayern put an offering for Sané. Today, Kicker magazine said, give a lot of apparent facts to say that it was a €100 million transfer, 5-year contract, 20 million a year contract. That's what Kicker said. Bayern Munich have come out and said the news reports made today stating that Leroy Sané has decided to join FC Bayern do not correspond to the facts. That's what they said. The Telegraph said City are asking for 150 million euros. Steve Black. Yeah, David James went bankrupt, so he needs the money. So we'll see. And Cancelo, the news is that Juventus have reluctantly agreed to take Danilo as part of the deal, so they're just negotiating with City. We'll see if that's going to be true. And the third bit of important news that Laporte is partly injured, and he will not play in the Community Shield, and we're not sure if he's going to be playing in against West Ham. So that's very, very interesting. Absolutely, Tito. If you can go to games, you go. If you can't, you can't. If you can buy a shirt, you do. If you can't, you can't. You know, there's no problem with that. Jeremiah saw a website in Twitter today that is basically dedicated to stats about City games and the likes. They've got about 34.9 thousand followers on Twitter. Calamity James. Do you remember when Calamity James went up? When we played him up front. Why would you play him up front when you needed a goal? That's my missus, guys. I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to say goodbye. I told her to call at 10 o'clock. We've been on for a long time. Speak tomorrow. Lots of good stuff coming out tomorrow. Take it easy, guys.